Hey guys, it's Lori with a Voice in the Dark production here on YouTube. This is my series on being human, 6/28/26. You know, I sit and think about it, and I get wound up like everybody else, it's concerned about the government and everything, but I got to thinking about it, and, I thought, well, why can't we let it go? We're like dogs holding on to a bone. Well, two reasons. Number one reason, because we're used to our rights. We're used to our freedoms. We're used to being whatever we want to be and having a home and having a yard and having kids and friends and being able to afford to enjoy those things. And number two, being human means using our five senses, touch, feeling. You get through all that, and then you get to the heart. The heart. I think that's what the soul represents more than anything, is the heart. It's the one thing that some of us don't even engage with, which is a shame. Most of us do. But there comes a time where you have to be able to look at the bigger picture and think to yourself, why do we have immigrants here? Because that's what our Statue of Liberty stands for. That's how we came over. That's how our families came over, our history. It's our country, but it's a country built on so many different cultures, but we're all human. We just look different, and we have different cultures. Different cultures means we have different types of religions. We have different types of holidays and etc. But we all did it because we believed in a dream. If you haven't been to other countries, you really don't understand it, and maybe that's what you need to do, or you at least need to research it. Because I have been, and I've seen the severe poverty in places that just would make you go, are you kidding me? And it was real impressive on me when I was 12. So yes, I am like a dog with a bone in its mouth, and I ain't letting go. Because I love God. God is all it is. Source. I understand my soul and my heart and my divinity. I've been psychic all my life. I was born awakened already. And when I was in my 20s, early 20s, I was then fine-tuned by the universe of all my spiritual gifts. So they're real. I don't brag about them. I don't go around pushing them around or anything. But I do healings, and I do make space for people, because people need each other, and people need people, and we need feelings. We need to know that it's real, and we need to be seen, just acknowledged, with a smile and a look in the eye, and let the smile hit your eyes, and let them know that you see them. It makes a difference in a person's life. So going to the breaking up the United States into 7 little countries, and so it's like Europe, and then we'll have 7 kings here, and it'll be all the oligarchs. I don't think any of us want that, and I don't think any of us are ready for it. And I don't think we're ready for AI and the damage, because we're too uneducated so far, because they're pushing it so fast. We're too uneducated to understand the implications against our soul and our mind in this human form, because our soul talks through this human form. It comes through. So I don't think we understand the implications of cutting ourselves off from source would mean to us. We don't need internet and all that shit in our brain. Our brains are smart enough. We can read a book, we can talk to each other, we can learn things with our hands and blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to make these shorter, but we need to really, really look at our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and how horrifyingly they are being stomped on. And those are our rights. And there's 30 basic human rights. And Trump doesn't even care about those. But you better when you vote. Look, I don't like the Democratic Party any more than anybody else. I'm more of a conservative. I'm more of a conservative than I am a Republican or a Democrat. So I always went and voted, not by party, but by people, how they vote, how they do this, how they do that. But here lately it's been a straight party vote, which, most of them are pretty good, but not good enough. We need to make a decision, a big decision on getting the oligarchs and the kings out of our country, out of our policies and etc. You need to really study the Constitution and the Bill of Rights because you'll understand what we're fighting for. And if you're not, that's on you. But this country has been good to us, but we've had to fight for it. Go through our history. We've had to fight for everything we needed or wanted because we were treated like slaves. Our children were treated like slaves. We have fought every way, even to women's rights, blacks' rights, you name it. And we're not giving it up. But anyway, being human means that we are a soul, a powerful soul, by the way, that actually envelops this body. It's inside and outside. We're massive, actually. Well, we could be as big as the universe if we wanted to be. And because we're light. We're just light bodies. But the big thing is that it's a precious gift to be a human. And it's a precious gift to be able to utilize this form to its fullest extent in its mind, and then we've got access to the universal source mind. All knowledge is within us. So what I'm saying is, it's worth the fight. We should be a country that's so strong that we don't go over and cause wars. We go over and help people find their way too. So I just wanted to say that because as huge divine souls that we are, in my opinion, a bit responsible to be the bigger person and lend a hand out to help up instead of try to shove down. Because our divinity is all heart. It's not brain and it's not ego. It's heart. It's feelings. So get to know your feelings again, because most of you people have just forgotten your feelings, that haven't understood any of this. And it has nothing to do with intelligence, because intelligence would tell you, you got it made good here. You ought to be fighting for this because what they're doing is wrong. Because you can't pick and choose who's going to go by the law and who isn't. But anyway, I love you all. Cherish your humanness and do the right thing. Get to know your heart. See how you want to be treated and push that towards what you're looking at to make the changes we need to make. We've got a long road ahead of us. We're a young country. But we can do this together, but not divided. Divided is the oligarchs' way of keeping their power where they want it. Well, sometimes they just have to step aside because we don't like the way they do it. I'm tired of being poisoned every day, aren't you? And having to take pills or anything else. So anyway, and I don't like the fact that they want to own everything, because then they feel like they own your soul. They consider it a contract when you have to buy their shit. Don't. We're not going there. Just let them know. We do not consent. I'm going to make some hats that you can get and some t-shirts and shirts that say, we do not consent. I do not consent. because that's what we have to say. And if we don't say it that way, exactly that way, they they might argue it because they're real particular when we do something, but when they do it all behind the sly, and conspiracy theories, and they have, movies and bullshit. Oh, well, we told you right there. What? That's not telling me directly, jackass, but that's how they do it. So anyway, but I love the human race, and I am a fanatic about, Star Trek and all that. But until we become a human race that can be not divided, but uplifting to each other and respect each other's different ways, we're screwed. That's just how it is. So do you want to be screwed and be the dumb shits in the universe? Or do you want to be the mighty divinity that came here to play and made it good for everybody? I love you. Lori out.